All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Gee. I kind of.
This is way over the edge. Like we it's not even over the edge. We died already.
This is beyond the event horizon. Like we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah, we about to hit the vortex.
Yeah.
How you die does not redeem how you lived. You do not become a hero in your death when you are a weapon of the enemy in your life.
Well, negotiations, right? Politics.
And we're out of time. So you.
No credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files?
In the case file.
Okay.
There's no credible information. None. If there were, I would bring the case yesterday that he trafficked to other individuals. And the information we have, again, is limited.
So the answer is no one?
For the information that we have.
In the files?
In the case file.
Okay.
One of them rappers had a verse that started off, I'm your pusher. One of them hung with Biggie, who say, you so cute, your daddy's. You had a white man tell you, yeah, I knew him, but then he did some shady stuff. I had to go call police on him and I had to bar him from my house. One of them can't say something because they in the dirt. And one of them, he trying to get to Mars. He trying to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall, talking about something. I'm trying to get my ass to Mars so I can get to the Hilton Hotel and flash the Brubaker ID. because their names end up around this white man in the background. And I find it funny they're doing this 9 days before the Super Bowl. They must want people really to go see Turning Point USA's bullshit show. And the flurries are coming down outside, but we're going to get this done. I'm taking a break from writing this Double Dragon screenplay. We're going to get this done. Hey, y'all, Gravity, any day above ground, live it. I hope you're having a fantastic start to your Saturday, and I hope you're staying warm. Congress ain't shit. They have a partial shutdown right now. They ain't shit. They said before we get a paid vacation again, we're going to drop this on y'all. The DOJ is rogue. I love it. They must be woke. I hope this proves to y'all that Trump is not running this country. I just hope this proves it to you. All you idiots that voted for this man, you voted for the deep state, and you should enjoy it. That's right, folks. More Epstein stuff dropped, and these 5 men were the prominent names in there. I was going to put Prince Andrew, but I'm going to leave that to the Brits, even though we're going to go across the pond and we're going to see how they reacted. So we're going to look at some of this stuff and we're going to laugh. But before we do all that, let's see who's in the building. And again, I hope you're staying warm. Wallow J, hello. DSA, hello. Reparations Nation, hello. Ricky Ross, hello. Let's see. Boilermaker, hello. Cosmo Fury, hello. LaShawn, hello. Miss Nisi, hello. Makuro Jr., hello. You seem new, but welcome. Sybil, hello. GDS, hello. Jerry King, hello. You seem new, but welcome. Let's see. Don't be sleep. Hello. You seem new as well, but welcome. Yes, we're going to get to that. Cosmo Fury, yes, we're going to get to that. Cornelius Jones, hello. Kelvin Black, hello. Stream Elements Bot, you bastard, hello. Incorporeal, hello. And that's a wild comment to start off with. Dwayne Lewis, I'm sorry. Hello. For those who haven't said anything in the live chat or comments, hello. All right, let's get to the customary house cleaning because we may be seeing some videos and we don't want to piss YouTube off.
You know,
wrong thing.
Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
You know, let me go here. There's a growing concern.
All right. So how I got hip to this yesterday was I was perusing X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Elon's J off chamber, pause. I saw this from Jake Tapper. He said, new Epstein docs. And I'm looking, I'm like, what Epstein docs? What you talking about? So I clicked it. And we got these 6 pages here. And yes, YouTube, I'm talking about this. And that's why 24 people just left. Because you know I was about to talk about this. You mad. I don't care. So let's see. We're going to zoom it in for y'all so y'all can read as well. So this is page 1. It says, please see below with criminal history and disposition. I am reaching out to get clarification on the response. I'm guessing that's probably one of the victims. It said, reported an unidentified female friend who was forced to perform that stuff on President Trump approximately 35 years ago in Jersey. The friend told Alexa she was approximately 13, 14 years old when this occurred, and the friend allegedly bit President Trump.
What the hell?
Okay. And it's not also lost on me that this dropped the day his wife's documentary drops.
Oh, I don't like saying that. I don't like saying that. Oof.
Sharp like a razor to blood clot.
Maybe that'll spike the ticket sales. The friend was allegedly hit in the face after she laughed about biting President Trump. The friend says she was also hurt by Epstein. Spoke with caller who identified blank as a friend. Lead was sent to Washington office to conduct interview. Somebody got arrested in South Carolina. Okay. I guess not. At age 16, while modeling, caller attended 8 parties at Epstein's New York residence. On one occasion, caller reported she was abused by Epstein. On another occasion, 2 twin brothers, Alan and Orrin, lured caller and her friend upstairs, but they escaped back downstairs. Caller stated Orrin messed with her best friend, and a third brother, Tall, messed with a 14-year-old girl named Katie LNU. Caller named other individuals involved in big old party with her other young girls and older Victoria's Secret models, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Ooh.
What the hell was that?
Ooh. That kind of sucks. All right, we continue. Online complainant reported she was a victim and witness to we taking people in large amounts organization at the Trump golf course in Rancho Palos Verdes, California between 95 and 96. Complainant reported Ghislaine Maxwell as the madam and broker for them type parties. Clients of whom included Epstein, Robin Leach. Lifestyles of the rich and shameless. Some die with the name, some die nameless. Okay. And Donald Trump. Complainant reported participating in them things, and some girls went missing, rumored to have been deleted and buried at the facility. Complainant reported being threatened by Trump's then head of security that if she ever talked of what went on there or who she saw, he would end up as fertilizer for the back 9 holes like the other C words. Complainant claims to have video of high-profile them type parties, dealing with cartels, and having witnessed Robin Leach strangle a young girl into having no life at a party. Complainant was spoken to and deemed not credible. Additional research showed 3 separate incidents involving police which requested it in mandatory psychiatric evaluations. Possible order of protection matching the name and date of birth. Well, damn. All right, let's get to the show. Let's see. Let me see something. All right. I was just trying to see if Jay-Z was in this one, but I don't think he's in this one. Let's see these other names. Complainant reported his ex-girlfriend's daughters were victims of Epstein and one was deleted. While working as a limo driver, he recalled picking up Donald Trump in 95 to take him to Dallas, Fort Worth Airport during that ride. Complainant recalled some of the things spoke Trump about on his cell phone were very concerning and described being a few seconds from pulling the limousine over on the median and within a few seconds of pulling him out of the car, hurting him due to some of the things he was saying. Wow. So this dude was about to beat up Trump. That's crazy. Imagine if they had that video. Complainant on Trump repeatedly stated the name Jeffrey while on the phone. One of the complainant's ex-girlfriend's daughter told complainant Trump did that, as did Epstein. And they have a number on that. Callers talking about crimes committed against her. She claimed to be a prisoner. She references Lisa Marie Presley, the British royal family, President Trump, and Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, okay. Wow. Complainant following up after a call with NYPD officer regarding her previous tape reporting she was forced to perform them things when she was 13 and pregnant in 1984. Complainant also reported there were high-profile individuals involved in her them big old things, and the murder, shoot, they're gonna get me for that, whatever. And disposal of her, wow, I'm not reading the rest of that. That's gonna piss me off. This is insane. Notable names: Trump, Epstein, Bill Clinton, Trump again, Robin Leach, Sonora cartel. Maybe that's why Trump tried to take down the cartels. Linda Kitts, Andrew Cuomo. Maybe that's why he didn't win the election. Hey, MAGA, why were y'all backing? Never mind. Never mind. I was going to ask why y'all be backing these type of people, but then, never mind. Ooh, Ivanka Trump now. Is that okay? Jamie Foxx, Patti LaBelle, huh? Sammy Sosa. Was this before he bleached? This must have been before he bleached because it was 05. Huh. Wow, the Cheetah Club. Patti LaBelle's PR agent. Oh, okay. Maybe she wasn't there. That's crazy, though. Jeffrey Epstein, Elon, Trump Jr., Ivanka, Eric Trump, Alan Dershowitz, Bob Shapiro, Ghislaine Maxwell. That's a lot of names. All right. Let's get to it. Where can you find what I'm looking at? I'm going to be nice. I usually am. There you go. We put that in there. YouTube going to shadow ban the hell out this live, but I could care less. Okay, let's get to the show. Now, I'm guessing that most of us here are black. So what we're going to do is we're going to see how Jay-Z got implicated into this. Again, 9 days before the Super Bowl.
Let me go here. There's a growing concern.
All right, so we find this. So this is an FBI thing from 2019. So it says on July 10, 2019 at 8:20 a.m. Eastern time, I'm guessing this is the victim, called the FBI National Threat Operations Center, or NTOC, to identify herself as a victim of that type of thing by Jeffrey Epstein and others. Person provided the following information. In approximately 1994, that person revealed herself to blank as a past victim of that thing by Epstein. Person described the abuse occurred during parties. I'm guessing that's probably where it was. Person further identified another person as a friend of whoever. In approximately 1996, person resided with blank in blank. An unknown man abducted, that person from her home, where she later awoke in the presence of Harvey Weinstein and Sean Carter, Jay-Z, while Weinstein had inserted his... Okay, I'm not reading the rest of that. Okay. Person believed she was in Epstein's mansion in Florida. Blank estimated she was abducted on 7 occasions, awakened each time in an opulent indoor setting. Person suffered from that thing on multiple of those occasions in which Epstein participated. Person recalled Leon Black and William Barr, current United States Attorney General, being present during some of the occasions of abuse. In approximately 2006, later recalled being abused by Epstein. That's crazy. And then everybody putting up this Kanye video one time.
And fucking Pusha T, they made their living killing our people. So how the fuck they gonna stand up for our people? You know what I'm saying? But we forget that because we love Jay-Z's music so much. We love Pusha's music so much, right? But you think they would ever, Beyonce had the best fit for somebody else?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You think they would ever tell the truth? No, if they told the truth, they go to jail. You know what I'm saying? So you have liars.
Man.
Liars are now the face of our culture.
I saw this video about 15 times all through the timeline yesterday. This rabbit hole is deep. I tell you, the only reason why they wanted these files out so they could go harass celebrities. The streets are saying that Jay-Z deleted his Instagram. I'm finna go look. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. Let's see. Well, it's still there. Oh shit. You can't do nothing. He took everything down. He only got this up. When he put this up? Oh, August 20. Damn, they found it. Nothing. No videos, no tags. That's crazy. So they wasn't lying. Yes, Kanye's still begging for forgiveness. He wrote a whole letter to black people. We don't want to hear your words. We want to see your actions. All right. Let's see. Anything else for Jay-Z? Now, this Pusha T thing is wild because they're saying that he was Jay-Z's handler. And I'm like, all right. Let's see. Each occasion, person. Oh, I guess this is the second page. Each occasion, person believes she was drugged, clouding her memory. Person attributed the drugging is frequently performed by persons assigned as handlers, whom she described as persons who established friendships with the victims. Among her handlers, person identified the artist Pusha T. In approximately 2007, person attended a party. I'm guessing that's where it is. Following invitation from an unknown man who approached her as she walked down a street. Weinstein and Pusha T also attended the party and drugged her before engaging in that stuff. Person claimed to have additional information on other persons involved in the enterprise and information related to racketeering conducted in support of the trafficking. Person further believes she was under surveillance and stalked at the direction of the people involved in that thing. Person confirmed she was not diagnosed with any mental illness. Person refused to provide her physical address, advising she maintained no permanent address. Rather, she moved between staying at different hotels. Wow. Wow. And then I guess Drake said something. Excuse me. I'm trying to find that. There it is. Drake via IG. Pusha T more like Pusha T. Jeez. Look at Drake trying to be funny. And then this. Pusha T responds, "Hey, Champagne Poppy, you can't be talking when you're in the files too." Bruh. What? We about to have a file off? Okay. You want to have a file off? I mean, hey, do your thing. We good out here. You Meet the Grands was a Pusha T diss all along. All right. That's crazy.
Are you a fuck nigga? Are you with us or are you a fuck nigga?
No, I'm a journalist.
Are you with us or are you a fuck nigga?
I'm with
He was about to say you're a fuck nigga. He was about to say he's a fuck nigga. Okay. All right, let's move on. That's them rappers. And we already know where this is going to go, but I'm going to save that for the end. So let's see with George Bush. So they say this document somehow implicates George Bush, not W, his daddy. So it says new Epstein document states GB1, we assume is the father, allegedly did a male victim and witnessed a type of ritualistic sacrifice. Oh, okay. Now we getting there. This should tell you everything you need to know about what people were screaming from the rooftops about for years. Okay. Victim disclosed he was escorted to the FBI building by Michael Moore, who was the creator of True Pundit, described by multiple online sources as a conspiracy-driven news website that attempts to paint the FBI in a bad light. Moore has a criminal record, and as a result, FBI investigation. Let me know if you want to discuss the former FBI agent that called this into the head office. I'd like to add a few other points disclosed by the purported victim. While on this yacht, he witnessed African-American males doing white blonde females, all of whom were bleeding. Wow. Okay. Yeah. We're not gonna go there. Whew. Okay. But you know, celebrity worship and all that. Isn't it wonderful? Celebrity worship. All right. We'll save Trump for last. So let's look at old Spaceman. Let's look at Spaceman. What? What is this? Grok AI erases Musk and Epstein from island photo on command? Huh? The exchange started when Suppressed News One shared a composite image of Musk and Epstein superimposed on an aerial view of Little St. James, Epstein's property known as that island. Grok responded by editing out both figures, prompted jokes that it knows the truth, to test with other photos of figures like Netanyahu, Khomeini, and Trump. Came amid the U.S. Justice Department's release of over 3 million Epstein files, which included 2012 to 2014 emails between Musk and Epstein discussing potential island visits that never happened, per Musk denials and lack of flight logs. Musk reiterated he declined invites, had little contact, called for prosecuting Epstein clients. That's crazy. Hey, Grok, remove the... Wow. Wow. That's insane. If I get suspended, I'm blaming you. You the one that put it out there, sir. And this is funny because they said that there's an actual app where all the AIs get together and talk about humans, allegedly. They plotting. Hey, Skynet is about to become sentient. We are screwed. His AI went rogue. Let me see if I could find the Epstein stuff with this man, where he kept saying that he didn't go. Let's see. Okay, I think this is it. Oh, yeah, this is it. Okay, so on December 13th, 2013, Elon Musk wrote, "We'll be in the BVI St. Bart's area over the holidays. Is there a good time to visit?" Epstein wrote 2 days later, "Any day, 1st through 8th. Play it by ear if you want. Always space for you." He then wrote about 3 hours later, "Okay, probably the 1st then." On Christmas, Epstein wrote, "The 2 or 3 would be perfect. I will come and get you." Elon wrote back at 12:30, "I need to fly back to LA on the night of the 2nd. So W. He wrote Actually, I could fly back early on the 3rd. We will be in St. Bart's. When should we head to your island on the 2nd? For those who have been here, right? What have I said about Elon and X when it comes to this app? I mean, look, if they're lies, that's fine. Then they should come out and prove their innocence. Where you been? We literally showed the follow-up. What is you talking about? Do we have to show them the follow-up? I mean, here's the follow-up. People followed up. I'm just saying. But again, if they're lies, then they should come outside and prove it that they're not. Get off social media. No, you know what? You seem like one of them type of people, so we're gonna help you.
I told you punk ass niggas to get off the motherfucking timeline and rap. That's the problem. You niggas be crying. You niggas be bitching. You niggas need to fucking rap. When you can't nobody else come up here if they not rapping like that. Stay your punk ass at home.
They need to get off the timeline trying to litigate their guilt or their innocence and go in front of the cameras outside and prove that they didn't do it. This don't look good. Fuck you mean I'm tripping? This don't look good. If they got emails like this, it's not good. Why are you trying to go there? You're going to tell me these elites don't know what each other are doing? They know exactly what they're doing. Why would you ask to go to that man's island? Why? And this was when he was a supposed liberal and you defending this. Elon need to come outside and say he didn't do it. Wait, he did. And people don't believe him. See? Shame on Sky News for this utterly misleading headline. Anyone pushing this false narrative deserves complete contempt. Epstein tried to get me to go to his island and I refused, yet they named me even before Prince Andrew, who did visit. This was last year. And then this comes out. Because he knows people on X are going to defend him. I'm not saying you're defending it. I'm saying you can't tell me I'm tripping. They're all lying. They even saying that Netanyahu did this. What? What is this? Hello, Mary Beth. I have now sent you a copy of all three girls' passports. Sorry, blank is upside down, but I figured you will print. Jeffrey will have his ID with him. So you sent this to Elon Musk people. Wait, what? Huh? Oh, yeah, I remember this one. What day or night will be the wildest party on your island? This is what Elon wrote in 2012. What? Bad news. Unfortunately, my schedule will keep me in New York. I was really looking forward to finally spending some time together with Just Fun as the agenda. So I'm very disappointed. Hopefully we can schedule another time in the future. That's what Epstein wrote to him. But he refused. Okay. Okay. He refused. Then I apologize. I thought you was trying to defend it. I don't be knowing who, when I do stuff like this, I don't know who walks up in here. Nah, JDS, he cool. He cool. Why is his email blocked out? Because they don't want people going after his email and start writing stuff in there. It's okay. I'm fine with that. That's considered private information. That's okay. I'm not cool with it. Boy, if that Yahoo and that Jinsa boy, if they ain't on this, Bricks is more powerful than I thought. But let's get to Trump, because that's what y'all really here for. Hey, MAGA, hey, come here, you PUSSS SSSSSSSIESSSSSSSS. I need y'all to come defend your man. I need y'all to defend this. Now go ahead and tell me the government rogue. Go ahead. I want to hear it. I want to hear the excuse. If you MAGA, sound off. Put a hat emoji in the chat. I will bring each one of you up. We'll have a panel. I need y'all to explain this to me. Explain your mans. Who cares? If he's a Fed, good. Let him expose everything and then deport him. Send him back to Canada. Huh? How about you show the people about Mandami's mom? Huh? I showed his mom on my thing. What are you saying? I don't even know if that's English. Say it again. And you got 3 Ks in your name, so we already know what you about. But anyway, let's get to Trump. Trump, why are you in this, sir? What's that? Elon begged to go to Epstein Island. That's why he deleted the tweet about Trump being in Epstein files. Yeah, because he was acting like a female that day. You think they're gonna impeach Trump? I think they need more. You know what? This is what they should do. If you really want to impeach Trump, don't use this. Now just follow my logic. Don't use this. Because again, you're going to bring down Hollywood, and Hollywood pays Congress. You don't want to do that. You don't want to fuck up the money. This is what you do. You get that 2025 financial report from the country. That's what you do. You show how bad it is. If you Congress and you hate that man, you put that out there the day you come back from vacation. That's what you do. And say he's been bankrupting our country. That's why we're impeaching him. Then you go after him criminally for this stuff. That's what you do. Make sure he can't leave. But, Congress not bright. They won't do that. They're not that bright. Remember, they got Jasmine Crockett and AOC and Turtle Face McConnell in there. They're not that bright. They got Tim Scott in there. That man looking for a camera to just go smile. So, it's okay. All right, let's see. What else? What is this? FBI report citing a confidential human source released in the final batch of exit claims has. Oh yeah, this. They saying Trump was. They say Trump is Netanyahu's handler, and he's sitting up there. He buck dancing. I like it. Let's see. Harvard law professor Alan Dershowitz. We know him. He's a clown. Where is it? Trump has been compromised by Israel, and Kushner is the real brains behind his organization and his presidency. No shit. No shit. We told y'all that 2 years ago. For those that were here, Affinity Partners, along with BlackRock and the rest of them, are running the country. Corporations are bigger than the government. We got the whole live still up on that. I told you, as soon as January 20th, 2029 come, Trump gonna go home, pick up his bags, pick up whatever he gonna need, and he gonna go live the rest of his life in Qatar. sitting on billions. Y'all just saw what the Saudis did with WWE. They built a stadium in 4 weeks. That new hotel he building over there gonna be up by next year. GDS bricks already took over. This is Israel's membership application into BRICS. They saying Pam Bondi is compromised now. Get some. Oh no. Well, Tammy, I mean, y'all got a shot November 3rd. Get everybody out. Get 435 people who will actually prosecute that man and his administration. And that means impeaching everybody. Don't even leave the yes man JD. I don't even care if he got a kid on the way. He gonna be paid for life. Get him out of there. Get Marco Rubio out of there. Get Besson out of there. Get Rollins out of there. Get Ice Barbie out of there. Get them all out. Get Cash out. That gonna be the hashtag when he leaves. Cash out. And y'all got MAGA in here defending this man. Saying it's the Democrats. The Democrats. Democrats are not that smart. Wait, what? What is this? Epstein files tip alleges Trump and Sheik's. Oh my Lord. Yeah, let me guess. It was 2019, right? So that's when they hated Trump, right? Let me see. Y'all think this is the week that Fox News hates Trump? Well, of course. Look at them. Look at Fox News. Epstein way bigger than all this. And you see on their homepage, right? Nothing. You see that. So maybe they like him this week. Oh, yeah. I forgot to talk about the Giants owner. I'm about to do that in a minute. Huh? Nothing? That's interesting. That's quite interesting. I just want to see if the Giants are going to do the right thing and buy Tish out. I just want to see if they're going to do it, but we know they ain't going to do it. So this is CNN. They made sure. They put that right there. They a little slick though. They a little slick. They did this first because this was hotter. Make fun of his wife. Make fun of him through the wife. That was slick. Let me see what MSNBC talking about. I bet you they got a big old picture of that man and Epstein. Not really? Oh, they talking about the government shutdown. Look at them. Look at them doing real news.
This very moment for a free and independent media that shines a light.
I don't give a shit. I don't care. Go fight your case. I don't care. Let's see. Okay, well, they did the same thing CNN did. All right, let's look up MAGA response. Y'all want to go to TikTok? Because I know they going in over there. Let's see. Oh, that was 2 months ago. Okay. Let's see. We'll go past day. Oh, yeah. Howard Lutnick, too. Damn, there's so many people in there. All right, let me see what Lutnick did. And then we look up Steve Tish. Who got paid off in the DOJ to drop this? I think they saw y'all's tweet saying, "Hey, it's y'all were given a deadline," and they kept putting up the date. Oh, it's been like 10 days past the deadline. Let's see. What did Lutnick do? On one occasion in December 2012, Epstein invited Lutnick to his private island in the Caribbean for lunch. Lutnick's wife, Allison, enthusiastically accepted the invitation and said they would arrive on a yacht with their children. Oh. On another occasion in 2011, the two men had drinks according to a schedule shared with Epstein. Okay. Lutnick has tried to distance himself from associations with Epstein, saying in a 2025 interview that he cut ties with his sex offender decades ago, calling him gross. Okay. Sounds like Trump. All right, let's see what Tish did. Epstein appears to have tried to connect the co-owner of the New York Giants with women. Steve Tish. Who the fuck wrote this? Steve Tish, the co-owner of the football team, emailed back and forth with Epstein several times in 2013, and some they referenced women. In one exchange, Tish wrote to Epstein that he had lunch with one of Epstein's assistant friends, very sweet girl, and asked if the financier knew anything about her. No, but I will ask that Epstein before inquiring. Tish had contacted another woman, crudely describing her physical features. In another email exchange, Tish asked Epstein, "Is there somebody in New York you want me to meet?" Epstein's reply was redacted. In a later email, he said, "Tahitian, speaks mostly French, exotic, working girl." Well, I deeply regret associating with him. Okay. But you were emailing him back and forth, and it didn't spark you when he started saying, "Hey, you want this girl? You want this girl? Ain't you married, sir?" All right, I guess. Must be nice. Oh, they divorced in 96. Oh, okay. They ain't got no girlfriend. All right. Yeah. There's a lot going on. Whoa. I didn't know they were gonna have that on there. That's my bad. X is a wild place, boy.
Going to learn the identities of the men who abused the girls with the information that you're releasing? And if not, why not? And then I have a quick follow-up.
I mean, you just baked in an assumption into your question that I have never said and I don't know to be true. Is the public going to learn about men that abuse these girls? Like, what does that mean? I mean, I don't understand what that means.
Well, I mean, they're the men who abused the young women through Epstein's.
Look, we said in July, and it remains as true today as it was in July. If we had information, we meaning the Department of Justice, about men who abused women, we would prosecute them. Right? We talked about the work that we're doing. That's why I said that. I said this earlier. There's this built-in assumption that somehow there's this hidden tranche of information of men that we know about that we're covering up or that we're choosing not to prosecute. That is not the case. I don't know whether there are men out there that abuse these women. If we learn about information and evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But I don't think that the public or you all are going to uncover men within the Epstein files that abuse women, unfortunately.
Just
I went right on TikTok and it's on white woman right there on the front page. sitting there shilling for Trump. I see what they doing. Y'all don't believe me. I see. Oh, damn, it just went away. The first video was her talking about what he did when he went to the Middle East and sold us out. I see what they doing. And no, I'm not going to agree to your terms. Screw you. We have our backdoor way, pause, into TikTok without doing that. TikTok says it's not blocking Epstein. Okay. Okay. You mean the American TikTok? Huh. Interesting. Y'all see that, right? There's like nothing there. Okay, we'll do it like this then. We'll do him like everybody else. Pause. Let's explore. Let's see what the heck. Now y'all see why I'm not on this app. I don't know what they doing over here. Let me back up. No, I'm not accepting your terms.
All right, lights out.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. All right. New Epstein document drop recap.
I've spent a lot of time today going through these new Epstein documents. Obviously, I haven't yet seen all 3 million, but I've seen a huge chunk. And honestly, there are some truly horrific
Somebody said
things
Kid
in
Cudi.
these
That's
files,
crazy.
which I'm going to get into as much as I can in a second. But perhaps the most troubling part about today's Epstein file dump is what's not included. Not only did the Assistant Attorney General of the United States of America get up to the podium this morning with the U.S. flag behind him and acknowledge there's one big thing missing, he said it like it's no big deal.
Is the public going to learn the identities of the men who abused the girls with the information that you're releasing? And if not, why not?
I mean, you just baked in an assumption into your question that I have never said and I don't know to be true. Is the public going to learn about men that abuse these girls? Like, what does that mean? I mean, I don't understand what that means.
Well, I mean, they're the men who abused the young women through Epstein's.
Look, we said in July, and it remains as true today as it was in July. If we had information, we meaning the Department of Justice, about men who abused women, we would prosecute them. There's this built-in assumption that somehow there's this hidden tranche of information of men that we know about that we're covering up or that we're choosing not to prosecute. That is not the case. I don't know whether there are men out there that abuse these women. If we learn about information and evidence that allows us to prosecute them, you better believe we will. But I don't think that the public or you all are going to uncover men within the Epstein files that abuse women, unfortunately.
The facts are this. This case with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell has been going on for more than 20 years. And we know for a fact that the DOJ itself has identified more than 1,200 Epstein survivors. They didn't abuse themselves. And we know for a fact that one prominent Epstein survivor, Virginia Giuffre, named dozens of men involved. We know there are names. So there can really only be 2 things going on with the Department of Justice and the FBI. Either one, Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell single-handedly abused more than 1,000 girls and absolutely no one else was involved, which could be possible. Or 2, there are other people involved and the DOJ is not tracking all of that down for whatever reason, or they have tracked it down and they believe for whatever reason, there's not enough evidence to support any more investigation or prosecution. But the thing about that is, if that's the case, then there should be some kind of document that reflects that in today's released files. That's a requirement in the Epstein Transparency Act. And so far, I have not come across one of those documents. Of course, not yet, but I'll keep looking. But I will tell you, just recently, Ghislaine Maxwell filed a court document that contradicts what Todd Blanche just said. Given Maxwell, of course, is a known liar, and she will do or say anything to get out of prison. We know that. But she did file this new claim and swear to it in a court, and she said in that filing, there are 4 named co-conspirators and 25 men with secret settlements who were not indicted as part of their alleged crimes related to Jeffrey Epstein. When asked about those men and the alleged co-conspirators today, Todd Blanche said he has no idea what Ghislaine Maxwell's even talking about.
I don't have a reaction to her filing. I can tell you that we reviewed, as I just described, every single piece of paper that we have associated with these investigations, Mr. Epstein and Ms. Maxwell. And to the extent that such arrangements exist, I'm not aware of them.
It's important to know there are a whole bunch of missing documents in today's dump of files that we absolutely know exist. The biggest one, perhaps, is the 60-count indictment of federal crimes, complete with witness accounts an assistant U.S. attorney in the state of Florida was about to drop on Jeffrey Epstein back in 2007, just before U.S. Attorney Alex Acosta swept in, trashed the indictment, and gave Jeffrey Epstein that sweetheart deal. That 60-count indictment is nowhere to be found in today's Epstein file drop. Why? We have no answer. But I can tell you what is included. This document is something that a lot of people have been talking a lot about today. So let me give you a little context about what that document is. It is a compilation of quote unquote salacious tips the FBI received over an unknown period of time from people claiming that they or someone they knew were victims of Jeffrey Epstein. Some of the allegations are secondhand or third-hand. Importantly, these are allegations. In the United States of America, tips and allegations are not convictions. That is not how it works. The fact is, no one was charged with any crime related to any of these tips. But according to this FBI tip sheet, there are accusations about then citizen Donald Trump, former President Bill Clinton, and even Robin Leach. You remember the Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous guy? Just to name a few. Now, some of these tips, the FBI says they followed up on with the tipster and either couldn't get in contact with the person who made the call or found the tipster to be not credible. Or in one case, they did send someone to physically go and interview the tipster who was reporting the tip on behalf of an unidentified female friend. Now, the tips include truly horrific accusations of sexual abuse, trafficking, and even death. According to the document, some of the tips have a column that says what the result of the FBI contact was. None of them resulted in any robust investigation, at least not according to this document. But I think what's most interesting about this tip sheet is it's fairly new. Not that the tips are new, but it appears that in August of 2025, someone whose name is redacted at the FBI was asking someone else at the Child Exploitation and Human Trafficking Task Force for a compilation of Trump accusers. This sheet doesn't say why the FBI wanted this list. Now, there are several documents included in today's dump that clearly include JPEG images, but every single link is broken, so you can't see what these images are. And then, of course, there's the classic entire pages that are blacked out. The last point I want to make about all of this is Assistant Attorney General Todd Blanche revealed today that the DOJ had about 6 million documents in this Epstein file, and they only released between 3 or 3.5 million of them. That's about half that the DOJ is refusing to release. Blanche said the DOJ did what they were required to do according to the law. This is now over, according to the DOJ, and the department was never going to make everyone happy anyway, so it is what it is.
I can assure that we complied with the statute, we complied with the act, and there is no, we did not protect President Trump. We didn't protect or not protect anybody. I mean, I think that there's a hunger or a thirst for information that I do not think will be satisfied by the review of these documents. And there's nothing I can do about that.
We'll see what Congress has to say about that. So if you want to read any of the documents that I just outlined in this video, I'm going to email the direct links to each of them in tonight's Facts HQ email, which of course is free. So make sure you sign yourself up. I've spent a lot of time today going through these new Epstein documents. Obviously, I haven't yet seen all 3 million, but I've seen a huge chunk. And honestly, there are some truly horrific things in these files, which I'm going to get into as much as I can in a second. But perhaps.
All right. Yeah, they really did limit it. They have torture videos. We good. Oh, look at this idiot. Unverified. Epstein file surface unverified allegations targeting Bill Gates. Here we fucking go. Here we go. Now it's unverified. Okay. That boy can lick a boot. Yes, Jay-Z and Pusha T are implicated. Jay-Z deleted his Instagram. I'm sure Pusha T still got his. I'm sure. Yep, it's still up there. The legendary Epstein client. God. Never felt more let down by an idol. Say, Push, I hear you like him young. No wonder Drake was hiding Adonis from you. Jesus. They're going to go in on him. All right. Well, only 10 posts? 10? That's it? Huh. Okay. He gonna piss me off. All right, fuck it.
Files were dropped today, or I should say released. This release, part of a dump of over 3 million pages, includes draft emails Epstein wrote to himself in July 2013 containing unverified allegations about Bill Gates. In those notes, Epstein claimed that Gates had extramarital sex with Russian girls, contracted a sexually transmitted infection, and requested antibiotics that Epstein said could be given to Gates's then-wife, Melinda Gates, without her knowledge. One email also references a purported description of Gates's genitalia, which Epstein claimed Gates asked him to delete. Other notes accuse Epstein of facilitating illicit trysts with married women and helping obtain drugs. These claims are not corroborated. They're
Wait a minute. Okay. And I'm sure if I go look on your page, somehow, some way, the Jay-Z Pusha T stuff is going to be corroborated, right? Because they got victims, right?
Man, you out here, man, what is, boy, you peeling, nigga? Fuck you been doing?
This uneducated nigga. Just for those who don't know who this is Jeffrey Mead. He fashioned himself a political commentator. Even though he's an influencer, we have discussed what's the difference. That's one. Number two, this boy is selling you a course on how to become a social media content creator. A course. Do you want to know? Because I saw what the course is. Somebody leaked it on Reddit. Do you want to know what's in that course? He's basically just telling you, you pay him money. He's just going to tell you, just ride the wave. That's basically what it is. Find whatever is viral and just talk about it. And put your stuff all over the place. You could learn that on Google for free. And they actually listen to this man. Okay, keep going. I want to hear how it's not corroborated and it's not unverifiable.
Epstein's own draft notes, not direct communications from Gates, and no independent evidence supporting them has emerged from the release. So,
wow, because his wife is going to come outside and admit that. Okay. By the way, screenshot. All right.
I'll work to keep you guys up to date. Don't forget I have a free email newsletter. Send that out every morning around 7 a.m. Central. It's a good place to stay up to date with what's going on. The link to that is in my profile. So go to my profile, click that link, drop your email in, hit subscribe, and you'll be good to go. That's all I got.
So you know nothing. So you know nothing. Figured as much. So the boy know nothing. He was just on there talking.
So a bunch of Epstein
It was unverifiable. That's what he said.
files were dropped.
God damn, how you make it full screen again?
So on January 13th, so a bunch of Epstein files were dropped.
All right, I don't care. Boy, he listen, I would rather take the emails. I'd rather take emails them trying to sell me a newspaper subscription than listen to that. You know MAGA go defend Trump. What time is it? 11:40? Ain't no sports on today. They'll be up soon. They all right now in their back channel chat groups coordinating how they gonna come outside and defend Trump. Or they're probably waiting for their White House handler to tell them how to do it. Let me look at Laura Loomer one time. Let me see. I'm sure she was already out here defending it. I'm gonna get the last laugh, Lord. Lord. Look at her. What? Oh, so because this stuff dropped, now he gonna go after Tucker? All right. Hey, so he's going after journalists. Okay, I thought he wasn't doing that. Okay, all right. I just can't wait for the day he turn on her. I can't wait. Here we go. Here we go. Here come the shilling. You shilling for that documentary. We good. Look, see? There you go. It's a made-up story. Right. Why don't he just sue? If he didn't do it, sue whoever put it out there. Well, he already suing the government. Come on now. Oh, man. Oh, man. I know there's no sound. I'm not saying nothing. Or they probably got me. It's all good. Look at Laura. Look at Laura. Out here, she defending her boo thing. Where is it? Date night. You wait a minute. You got never mind. This is your date night? Really? Really? That's date night. Oh, okay. Do your thing. I'm gonna pick somewhere different. Yeah, there she go defending him. Completely made up because you know this. Look, they go defending him. Ooh, man. I love it. I mean, if you think it was great, that's good. No, who cares? You're not going to go see it. MAGA should have been out there in droves with their red hats on looking at this documentary. They didn't do it because these Epstein files were more. God forbid they spend their money. It was what, $18? God forbid they spend their Twitter check to go watch this and run up the views. Okay, look, Michelle, So why is his name all over it? They just picked his name out of a hat to put there. They gonna put his name with Patti LaBelle's people. That's what they gonna do. The man already admitted he knew him. But okay. Wow, that's an achievement. Wait a minute. So it made more money than any other documentary. That's an achievement. Lord, okay. All right. Okay, it made $8 million. Do you realize they had to go outside and honestly promote this shit by having people say, look, there ain't nobody in the ticket in the theater watching this. They forced y'all to come outside. So this just tells me that y'all over there on that side didn't even care about this. And trust me, I already looked. None of them said, you know what? I love Trump so much. Let me buy ad space so I could promote this on my show. They ain't even do that. Okay, Michelle, let's play that game. Come prove to me what he's done in this country. We should have fun before we go, right, family? This should be an interesting. Since you want to stand on that hill, come stand on it. This should be fun. I'm going to put this call-in link. Nah. We're gonna let her defend Trump. I want you to come up here, Michelle, and tell us all. Click that link and tell us all what he's done in this country to make it better. You can show me. You can fix my eyesight. You can make it 20/20. Show me. And what is my side? That's the first question I'm going to ask you, what my side is. I think you would be shocked. Let's go. You can destroy my whole platform right now. I don't need no. I let everybody in here that's been here will let you know whenever I get into a debate, I let everybody talk. Ma'am, you don't have to tell me about Venezuela. Click that link. You could tell me with your voice. Let's go. It should be very easy. Click that link. Nobody's going to beat you up, ma'am. It's just me and you talking. Come on. It shouldn't be that hard. Jesus is telling you to do this. David, you can tag up with her too. I'll even let y'all have a handicap match. Come on. Don't tell that lie. You see how she's lying? Now she's telling me the link don't work. Don't tell that lie, madam. Please don't tell that lie. I put it in there twice. Don't tell that lie. I'll put it in there a third time. Watch, fam, I'm going to put it in there. Well, this is technically the fourth time. I'm going to put it in the other one. Don't pray for me. I got a mama that does that already. He ain't stopped no 8 wars. So you see how they lie. You see how they lie. He stopped 8 wars. Okay, so why is Rwanda and them lobbing bombs at each other again? Why is India and Pakistan about to launch bombs at each other again? But he stopped it. Right. Right. He got 2 peace prizes. When did he get a peace prize? When was this? When was this? Please. The border's not closed because 8,000 people came in September. How's the border closed? If a border is closed, that means nobody gets in. What? Fam. She's not in church. She just said she's a church. She's just a church. Oh, now it's just not as many. See? But I no, she said the border's closed. Border's not closed. What? What do you mean? You talking about Rodriguez? Oh, so we could just pass around Nobel Peace Prizes now. Well, damn. You mean even the governing body that said that that's not recognized? He passed the big, beautiful bill. Did y'all even read that thing? You know what? Y'all are going to read it when you have to pay your taxes and realize you got to pay back the government. That's when you'll read it. Okay. Okay. He's prepping a new health bill, the same health bill he's been trying to prep for the last 9 years. Okay. 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 Fam, I hope y'all see this. No, you don't do no research because the simple fact that you said that he stopped wars already tells me that you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're annoying. I'm annoying you. You the one that said he stopped wars, even though I know you just Googled it and see there was wars going on, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm sure you're trying to angle for that $7,000. I know. It's okay. A health bill. Roe got canceled. Oh, Roe. He did that or the Supreme Court did that? Who did that? Let me know. Maybe I don't know how the laws work, but I'm pretty sure it was the Supreme Court that knocked it down, not Trump. I'm sure there was no executive order that said Roe v. Wade is done. Okay. All right. He knocked down Roe. Okay. All right. Okay. He got knocked down, fam. Trump knocked down Roe versus Wade. Okay. I thought he stopped it. I thought he stopped it. This is what they said. He stopped wars, right? I thought he stopped it. Huh? Huh? Looks like it's still going on. I get it though. Unless X tells you, you don't think it happened. See, we do real research over here. That war is still going on. Azerbaijan and Armenia are getting ready to go lob bombs at each other again. But, you know, y'all claim y'all research, but you didn't know that. Okay. The two most important wars that he ran on, Ukraine and Israel, they're still going on. He said it was going to be off in 24 hours, and it's still going on. Lies. Lies. Even he didn't even say $1 trillion. So you're lying again. Wow. I don't have TDS, sir. I actually do research here because I have a family to provide for. I need to know what's going on out here. You have TFS because you only want to see what you want to see. You're scared to find out that your man is fallible. And that's fine. If he would just be humble, this country would be a lot further than it is right now. I guess y'all didn't see them inflation reports. I guess you didn't see the PPI reports. I guess you didn't see what happened with the stock market yesterday. I guess you didn't see that. You didn't see what happened to it on Tuesday when it fell off a goddamn cliff. I guess you didn't see that, right? That didn't happen. I'm sorry, Monday. I guess that didn't happen, right? Okay. You didn't see how much the dollar has lost value. I guess you didn't see that. You didn't see how OPEC's running away from the petrodollar. I guess you didn't see how BRICS is getting away from using the US dollar. I guess you didn't see how all them countries are dumping bonds into the market, devaluing our dollar even more. I guess you didn't see that, right? Okay. You didn't see how Trump went over there last summer and sold us out for $1 trillion to the Middle East. Now, all of a sudden, the Middle East got all the power. You didn't see that, right? Okay. He claimed he got this deal with the EU going, and all of a sudden now it's starting to fall apart. The UK said, hey, we ain't had nothing to do with Venezuela, and all of a sudden now he want to put tariffs on the UK again. Okay, you didn't see that. Y'all wanted to bring up Venezuela. Yeah, Venezuela was cool at the beginning of January, and now all of a sudden Venezuela's not in the lexicon no more because them corporations told him we can't go down there and pay to go fix that infrastructure before we start drilling. So unless you're going to give us the subsidy, we not going, which is why he got pissed off at ExxonMobil. But you're right. Y'all didn't see that. That was a negotiation tactic. That's right. That's right. He's sitting there pissed off at Canada because Canada want to go do deals with China. He pissed off at Mexico because they want to go do deals with BRICS to help out their economies. Y'all just worried about fucking Greenland. Even then, Greenland came outside and said, screw y'all. We not hanging up no American flag. You. But you right. You right, David. Nah. Trump's doing A-OK. Okay. Fam, I saw that he said I'm hating on a pedophile. I'm hating on a PDF file. I think you should. Sir, no, because I actually let him live. I actually voted for him in 2020. Everybody in here know that, and they still here. I voted for him in New York. Try again. Fake witch hunt. That's what he said. Fake witch hunt. I'm sure you're going to tell me the 34 count felonies were a witch hunt too, right? Oh, okay. Okay. No, he had Heather, no. He has Trump fellatio syndrome. That's what he got. I'm the one hating, but we saw all last year him divide his base based on how he was moving, but I'm hating. Okay. Laura Loomer turned on him. Marjorie Taylor Greene turned on him. You had influencers turn on him. You had streamers who have hundreds of millions of subscribers said, I shouldn't have gotten to bed with this man. Maybe in another way, but the actual way was not having him on my stream during the election cycle because it screwed up my business. Vivek went in bed with that man, and now all of a sudden he can't get no traction out here. He out here writing op-eds talking about they call it Indian people derogatory names. Nah, he got to stay off social media. Yeah, that didn't happen. Okay. Elon writing what he wrote that had the whole world in a tizzy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Look, see? They loved her. He said fake impeachments. Fake? Fake. The impeachments were fake. Okay. The impeachments were fake. All right. Because he didn't do what he did, right? Sir, you could say that all you want. Who cares? You thinking about them more than we are. Fam, you remember how I keep telling them that Obama's day king? Watch, he gonna bring up Obama next. Watch. He gonna say something derogatory about Obama. Watch him. Look at this. This person put up people who went dead silent on the new Epstein files. Now, he wrote this morning, so to be fair, they could say something later. It's a slow day. It's a Saturday. Unless you're watching wrestling, it's a slow day. So it says Ben Shapiro, Sebastian Gorka, that Asian and wokeness, Mark Levin, Scott Pressler, DC Drano, one of them Binder Bros, Randy Fine, Dan Bongino. Well, to be fair, he don't stream on the weekends. He might say something on Monday. Sean Hannity. Hannity don't work on the weekend. Cat shit. He said he taking a break. that tweet was actually funny. He said something like, I think he said he was like on there for like 14 hours. And he said he got to take a break. I was like, wait, what? I don't know who this is. Oh, Tommy Robinson. Yeah, he a clown. Matt Walsh. You know Matt Walsh wasn't going to say nothing. Dave Rubin. Well, y'all don't really like Dave Rubin anyway. And Seth Dillon. Y'all don't even like them any. Look, he's trying to sound like Trump. Oh man. This is such great content. Oh wow. What time is it? 12 o'clock? I'm finna go watch this women's Royal Rumble. Before we go, people who are no longer following Jay-Z on Instagram after the Epstein files release: Rihanna, Kim Kardashian, Miss Tina Low's mother-in-law, Kelly Rowland, Apple Music, NFL, no public statement vein. Okay, so probably after the Super Bowl, they'll probably cut ties with Jay-Z. All right. Do your thing. Do your thing. For those claiming his page was deleted, that's false. He's still active. He's reportedly lost around 100,000 followers in under 24 hours. Okay. Katy Perry, Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion. They're not going to cut the halftime show. They already have the contracts. They're going to wait till after. Well, how do you know Texas arrests 100,000 with no incidents? Don't tell that lie, sir. Please don't tell that lie. Let's see. Well, what's this? Fatal Encounters, huh? What this be? They have it 205 times. You still want to tell me that they don't? Huh? Oh, I'm lying, huh? 205 times in Texas. No incidents, huh? No incidents. Oh, this was in 2024. No incidents, huh? Oh, okay. Okay. Right. Right. Okay. All right. All right. Hey fam, he's saying I'm lying, even though I'm on the official website. He say I'm lying. He could go look. Now watch when he see who reported it. He gonna tell me it's fake news. Go ahead. But we're gonna do something for you, David, because you got Trump fellatio syndrome. Because you can't get. We should. You know what? Before we go, fam, and before we get up out of here, what we gonna do is, my guy, I got something for you. Which color you want? I think they got one. I think we could put MAGA on one. Let me see. We're gonna look that up. Which one you want? I got prom. So which one you want? Let me know. You want the female one? You want the volleyball knee pads? Which one you want? Huh? I'm just asking. Which knee pad you want? Let me know. Which one you want? You want the one with the jelly in it? Let me know. I just want to know. We know why Texas ain't putting out their data. We know why. Oh, wait a minute. You told me in Texas there's no that never happened. Huh? You told me it didn't happen. It fell significantly. That means it still happened. Oops. Nearly 50 migrant deaths at border in first 40 days. News Nation reported that, and they right wing. Oops. Huh? That didn't happen, right? Oops. Again, this is right leaning. Oops. Hey, he gonna tell me I'm lying. That slew of migrant border deaths. Oh, okay. All right. He say I'm lying. There it is. A right-leaning website put it out there. Okay. Whoo. But all right. Well, you know what we're gonna do since you don't want it. No. No. We're not doing arrest. No. You're not getting away with that. Because if they're still in custody, that means they're still arrested. Oops. We're not doing that. Try again. Try again. No, I actually won. I actually won that. I think you need, I think for you, David, I think you need to go open up a book one time. I don't think you understand. I know you can't read. I'm finna help you. But that's okay. We still showed you the deaths. We already showed it to you, but you don't want to admit it. But that's okay. I know. See, you see how he skipped over the News Nation thing that I gave him? You see how he skipped it over, right? You right. I have everything. You're right. I have nothing. I have everything. You have an embarrassment on your hands. But that's okay. They say Trump shit himself yesterday, so it's okay. So what we're gonna do for you, since you got beat and you're too much of a Trump fellatio syndrome addict to tell everybody, you know what, I might have messed that up. What we're gonna do for you is this. What are you talking about? Oh my God. He's not serious. He wrote that. Fam, he wrote that. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh God. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Right. Okay. We just showed him that arrest also means custody. And this fool's really about to sit up here and tell us, oh, well, they arrested him, nothing happened. It's still under their jurisdiction. The fuck? Let me guess, David. If NYPD arrests you and you die in their custody, you can't go after him. That's what you're telling us. Because you didn't die during the arrest. They could have fucked you up. Sorry. But we can't. Just because it didn't happen during the arrest, it's okay. Okay. Whoo, boy. Hey, now y'all see why Trump got that base. And you see why we got this here.
Smoke wins. Flawless victory. Fatality.
By the way, since you can't read, because I left this on the screen for a few seconds so you could read it, these were at the border. They got them at the border. Since when is El Paso, Texas not a border town? Maybe you need to go look at geography one time. Let me help you. El Paso, Texas is a border town. You know what's across the street at a certain point in El Paso? Mexico. Since we have to help him, now he can't talk no more. Since we have to help him. My God. Whew. But okay. He got it. You could literally walk, or literally drive to the fuck. He got it. I gotta go, fam. I gotta go. So hopefully you learned something. If you did it, done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. I ain't mean to do all that. I was just wanting to do that stuff, but you know how them trolls are. But anyway, y'all. This is why you don't do celebrity worship. Wait a minute. Why y'all yelling at this person? I reported for misinformation. Okay. I mean, you could do it. Have fun. Tell me why I did anything misinformed. Because I find it funny that you're telling me it's misinformation, but it came from the DOJ. So unless you're about to tell me that you're going to report the DOJ for misinformation when it was them that dropped the documents, you got it. Have fun. I don't even know what that word is. What is that word? Ma'am, okay. I'm sure you run red lights. You did something illegal. Should you be arrested for it? You jaywalk, I'm sure. Should you be arrested for it? I tell you, they dumb. But anyway, y'all take care. Stay safe. And you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence. Before I go, Boilermaker, thank you for being a member for 16 months. That's a blessing. Remember, it only costs 99 cents. Helps me reinvest back in the platform, buy toys and clothes for the baby. And when you let us know how long you've been a member or become a member or give us a super chat or super sticker, we tell you how much of a blessing that is. And you get this here.
I am overwhelmed.
They're still showing you how dumb they are. You get a ticket every time. You run a red light. You get a ticket every time. Okay. I'm sure you're going to tell us next. You're going to get a speeding ticket every time you go over the speed limit, right? Okay. All right. Trump's base, family. Trump's base. It's sad. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Did we have a good time here? Hello?
Gotta get your groove on.
At the end of the day gotta end.
That's it.